This here is Harriet, and I've been asked by Oracle Divination Network to come on to speak to you this evening. And I want to thank you for inviting me, or Get Your Girl, Backwater Get Your Girl, to speak on this here Labor Day celebration. I don't change my dialect for no one, because I am Get Your Girl. But I will tell you this much. Y'all folks who don't want to speak the Gullah language, you're going to have to learn to Get Your Gullah. And you're going to have to learn to speak and change your dialect a little bit like that there. Yes, you are. I want to speak to those laborers out there today. This here Harriet, Mr. Enforcer talk about, Harriet, can you come and speak to your people and talk to them? Because they worried about their employment. Mr. Enforcer say, Harriet, we want you to speak to some of your folk because they talking about reparation. They about to jump on us down here. We need you, Harriet. Can you get here quick? So Missy got here as quick as she could. So I got here to talk to y'all, to calm some of y'all folks down, because y'all just don't understand these Mr. Enforcer people. They don't understand because they psychologically don't know that they being discriminative because it's a mental condition. You know that racism was always a mental condition. But they want me to speak to y'all and calm y'all down about reparation. Here telling y'all having all kind of meetings all over the place about reparation. Yeah. But you know what? Here gonna put a finger up in the air, get a little spit on and see which way the wind blowing, and the wind gonna tell me which way to take this message. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Listen here, come here, let me tell you something. Harriet ain't with them folks, okay? Even though I look like I'm working with them, I ain't with them folks. Do you understand that? Do you understand me? Okay, as long as we understand one another, you won't be calling me an imposter. Because under no way, if I'm going to go to my grave and come back and still have to work for Mr. Enforcer, my working days are over. My labor days are down. And somebody going to be in trouble, if they try to get here to go back to work in slavery. What they think they talk about? Me going into slavery? I worked hard enough when I was in that there man's army. And when I worked at underground, I was working night and day like a dog. So don't think Harriet gonna go back to that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you straight up what Harriet here to talk about. I'm here to talk about some relief for my people. And I ain't talking about going to work for Mr. Enforcer. Mr. Enforcer can't enforce nothing no more. They numbers is down. Don't y'all know that? They numbers is down. The birth rate, they're not producing children fast enough. Them there women that they got, they still want us to nurse and carry their babies for them. They don't want to carry no baby to full expectancy. They don't want no pregnancy, no labor. They don't want no labor. Don't you know it's a blessing for you to bring forth birth and have labor? It's all a part of the scheme of things. Labor is very important. And that's what I'm here to talk about. The working class in the labor force. But first I want to lay a foundation, if you understand like that there. That Gitches always have to put their perspective together so they know what they're talking about. See which way we're going. Go west, right? Okay, let me tell you something. It's about doing something unto the glory of God. Sweating to the sweat of your brow and understanding it ain't about working for the man. Whatever you do it to the glory of God. That's right. That's what I've been taught. See, Missy's been taught this all her life. to work hard at what you do. But see, we talking about reparation here. I can't do this thing by myself. So I said, Tubman, get on over here. This here, Turtle Island over here, this where you be. John Jock Dessalines, you get on over here. Come on over here. Right behind me. Right there. And John Jock Dessalines, come on over here. Bring that crew over here. We got to have a meeting. We got to have a sit-down meeting because it's serious. Them folks are laboring out there, and we got to call that army in. We got to call them in because it's time now to go to the grave together. We're going to take this trip out to the grave together. Tubman, John Jock, Dessalines, and we're going out here to call on the priests and priestesses and tell them we need their help. Because in order to take your freedom and to get your reparation, it's going to take an act of Congress, so you got to go to war to defend your position. So you have a position that you deserve reparation, then you got to go to war on your position. Nobody gonna take you serious. Nobody gonna take you serious about you want your reparation. They gonna tell you, where is your army? They don't have to see no army to know that an army is behind you. When I came here from heaven, they said, Moses, lift up your hands and let the people know you here. And all the host of the angels came here with me to fight in the war. That's why I never lost a passenger. In that Underground Railroad, I never lost a passenger. I could have freed many more had they known they was in slavery, but they refused to even believe that they were in that master slavery. They thought that they were in a big house and they could live their life out. But for who? For the benefit of the master? To do his bidding? No, hell no. We got to have a life of our own. That's why this here planning today is very important. To get ready for tomorrow's Labor Day, we have to take our stand. And we have to talk about the fact that we've taken our freedom by force, and we have to let them know ain't no more labor going on until we get paid. Like the Martin Luther the King said, we going downtown and us gonna get our check. You better check this out. If you brothers and sisters are listening in today by way of YouTube, Facebook, wherever you listening in at, it don't matter. This here Missy. Missy is also known as Harriet Tubman to some of y'all infinitely who know me. You have to understand, they call in Harriet when they want her to do some work. They want me to settle y'all down. Quiet y'all down. Stop y'all from complaining. But I can't do it. It's too late. They done waited too long now. They should have did something and gave y'all reparation a long time ago. Back there when they had those various different decrees going out, talking about they gonna bring immigrants over here and give them y'all share of reparation. Hell yeah, y'all should be mad. They handed y'all reparations on a platter to somebody who hadn't even worked in this country. Gave them free land and gave them the ability to crop y'all sharecroppers field and made y'all work and train them how to crop a crop. We got to understand that we got to put things in perspective now. We're no longer asking them for our freedom. We're no longer asking them for reparation. We're going to take our reparation by force. Because when enough people start preaching about how low down and dirty this situation and this deal was, it's going to shame them to the point but they're going to come and hand reparation over to us. That's right. Ain't that right, John? Ain't that right, Bookman? Ain't that right? John Jock Dessalines, you know that's right. It's time now. We don't have to wait till 2019 to take over. We can take our position today. On Labor Day, we designate this the day that nobody do no work. We freeze. Because we are not going to do no work until somebody hear our plea. Because before I left here, I said, before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave. And I went on to glory. Because I refuse to be a slave and be caught up in this mess. Y'all in the worst place y'all could be. Because y'all still here at the 1300 hour. And you're still a slave. I don't care how you look at it, because Harriet see that you're still a slave. Now here, let me say something now. I got the best with me, and we locking arms together today. Because see, they don't get no better than Bookman Daddy and John Dessalines and Toussaint Louverture. It don't get no better than that. Them brothers won many wars. And they didn't go laying down. But guess what? The Geechees and the Seminole Indian, they did the doggone thing because they were the actual Seminole Indians who won all the wars and didn't retreat. You can't retreat now. You done come too far to turn around now. You have to stay on course. And you can't change your mind. You're already in position. Stay the course and don't backslide. Because too many of them people in the civil rights movement backslide. I know a lot of them got their heads beat, but they backslided because they didn't come with a plan of that or other. Like Farrakhan said, give us free or else. What is it or else? You got to lay it on the line and tell people this is the or else. Because they don't think that fat meat is greasy. They don't believe you. They think you talking off the top of your head. You being comical, entertaining them. They ain't believing what you said. Now here come Labor Day. If everybody lay their sharecrops and their hoes down and say we ain't doing another ounce of work until somebody recognize that they got our money. And Martin couldn't get it when he went downtown. Even he said, let's go get our checks. He couldn't get it. But we gonna get it this time. So when we make the position on Labor Day, this is the day we rest. And we're going to rest in our reparation today. Now, they asked me, Mr. Enforcer said, hey, could you come down here and talk to your people? Because they riled up about their reparation. Could you settle them down, Harriet? I said, look at here, Mr. Enforcer. I am invisible. I'm a vapor. I have jetted. And I am a vapor. So how you get me off the trying to neglect me so I can't talk to my people? People, let me talk to you for a minute. Come on now. Come on, sit down here with me. Come on, let me talk to you for a minute. Now, Mr. Enforcer want me to say something to you that will calm you down. I don't want you out there being a target. I don't want them to pull their pistol. Because I might have to pull my pistol on them. I don't want them to have to take none of my people out of here. Because if they take some of my people out of here, some of theirs got to go too. But I want to make it very plain today. It's our time now. And they're going to have to sit down and negotiate. And this time, we won't be negotiating without leverage. We hold leverage in our hand because when our population stop working, the city, the country, the county, it shuts down. Down, 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 down. They don't want that to happen. And them that basketball stars who said they were going to stick together with Kaplan and they were going to take one knee, and then they got scared because they thought their checks was going to get cut. Hell, if you don't take a knee with Kaplan, you're going to lose your job anyway. We must look at what time it is. When a people is not appropriating and they're dying off faster than they're being born, you got the upper hand, I'm telling you. Colored people, y'all got the upper hand. You can negotiate now. So what are they going to do? Breed themselves in you and get your people to turn against you in favor of them? You must understand your numbers are up now. And because your numbers are up now, you can get over the greenhouse. So how you propose to do that, Harriet? You can get over the greenhouse because you know the prophecy. The prophecy said in the end that we win. So how we gonna win in the end? We know magic. Somebody talking about, are you warlocks? Can you rub your hands together? I'm not talking about that kind of magic. I'm talking about from the ancestor. I am from the ancestors' pool. I know magic. Believe it or not, I can vanish up out of here when I get ready to, because I'm nothing but a vapor. I'm three-dimensional, and I can leave when I get ready and come and go. But I want y'all to listen to me right now. Some of y'all must understand that some of them slaves had the ability to fly away. When they sang that song, someday I'll fly away. Someday I'll fly away. I'll fly away, church. I'll fly away, church. Someday I'll fly away. Someday I'll fly away. I'll fly away, church. I'll fly away. They flew away. They had that capability to leverage themselves. You know, we're not from this country. We're not from this plane. And we're not from this dimension. And because you got ancestors on your side who are mere vapors, they are not visible to the naked eye, and everyone can't see Harriet. Everyone cannot see Nat Turner. Everyone cannot see Madam C.J. Walker. I got them all on my side. I got the whole host of heaven on my side. Don't you see Bookman back there and John Dessalines? We ain't playing this time. We serious than a heart attack. You got to get the message this time from Minty. You got to understand that had me business. Oh yes, I know I'm speaking broken English, but so what? You get the message and you understand the process. We got to win this time. They sent me in here thinking that I'm on their side. I ain't on their side. I ain't on their side. I'm with you. You my people. And that's who I stand with today. I can't be no traitor, and I'm not going to let them overtake me. They can't beat me no more because they can't see me. They can't whip that they can't see. Now, I'm telling you, I'm nothing but a spirit, but I'm only visible to my people. So they can't get at her even if they want to. They can't, because it's going to be some trouble if they lay hands on Harriet. See, they done did enough dirt. They done moved them children over there in Africa, trying to exploit them. Now they trying to evade going to court. Every one of them got to go to court, and they got to be chastised for messing with God's children. There's too much of this nonsense going on where they ain't being chastised for their bad character. And because of that bad character, they have sinned unto death. And it's bad that somebody got to judge them. But Harriet ain't got time to judge no white folks at this 1300 hour. We got work to do. Let them be judged on their own account. What I came here to do is to talk to y'all about what is it that y'all planning on doing. What is y'all decision about this here reparation? How do you plan to take your reparation by force? Because see, a lot of y'all could have had this reparation long time ago, but you was afraid to fight. And you kept saying, hey, don't pull your pistol. Put that pistol away here. But you didn't understand that that was Mr. Enforcer himself that kept things in order. So you kept me from pulling my pistol and taking out a lot of people because you didn't want to see nobody go down. But I'm telling you, in this here world, there's going to be some people that go down. Because this is the fight into the finish line. You must understand. By your words are you justified, and by your words are you condemned. If you want your freedom, you got to claim it and name it. And you got to speak it and confirm that you already got it. They just waiting to hand it to you. You don't realize they done went from nation to nation, exposing their character. And the nations are even frowning upon their behavior and saying, get them folks their reparation. If you don't, we're going to side with them Negroes and come against you because you cannot stand in your rotten decisions and character and still be in control. Have you noticed that people are committing suicide all over the nation that are middle white-aged men? This has been documented on their television. So what is wrong? Why are they killing themselves? Are they embarrassed of what they've done to us? Are they ashamed of what they've done to us? Then let us shame them some more and tell them, you cannot be our women's baby's daddy and leave our women out there. You were the first baby's daddy to them. And you talk about the black men going off, leaving the black woman. Hell, you raped our black women and left them and never gave them a name for their child. So let's get this thing out there and let's lay it on the table. You want to condemn black folks and say we have no character, but that's a lie. That's a lie before the name of God is a lie. We have more character and get up than you ever would have had. We're not animals and we're not breeded from cattle. Even though you try to reduce us to that level, we have risen up because we've been the servants and we have learned how to serve. Therefore, that classifies us to be the masters now. We are the masters. We are the ones who will take control now. And we must govern ourselves like the parents that we are of this nation. And we must get our children in order because they are out of order, don't you see? Had even know that. And I ain't got but a 3rd grade education. And y'all running around here with degrees and master's degrees, PhDs and EMEs and EDDs, and you still can't figure it out. So what is it about this situation you can't figure out? You should have laid a plan a long time ago. I've been gone for a long time. I've been gone for a long time. But periodically, that girl called Sherelle Omienka always call me back, and she channels me, and she allows me to speak through her. I take over her body and speak and tell the people what they need to know. But ain't none of y'all call me back. None of y'all. You ain't called Harriet back not one time to represent the community. Now why? Somebody tell me why. Is it that you're jealous of the work that I did? Out of his mouth here for you today, because all of you are mere gods and you don't even know it. I'm nothing but a god now, and I'm bequeathing you to be a god. If you are God, you can call a thing what it is and bequeath it and decree it. Now I say decree it today that you will have your reparation. And not only will you have your reparation, you're going to get over the greenhouse. You're going to manage everything. Hell, they're going to have to leave anyway and when the sun keeps getting hotter. So somebody is going to have to take over these riches. And your scriptures say the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. Now, are you not the just or what? Then ascertain your riches because they're laying here for you. You must know the scriptures. If you don't know the scriptures, you ain't got no power. And you have power. This is the power, all the power. He said they will come out with great substance. And all power is going to be in your hand. All power. You must understand that we are going to fight this last war. And we will go down in history as being the winners, just like the Seminole Indians and them Geechees. We're going to go down in history that we won this war this time. Let them work to the sweat of their brows. Let them labor because this is going to be the last laboring time for us black folk. We're going to get over the greenhouse and we're going to call the shots now. And there'll be no more popping the whip and taking away our benefits and sending poison out into our waters and sending all kinds of manners of diseases to our community. There'll be no more of that madness. We decree it that if any organization is out there setting forth death for the first world indigenous people, then death be unto them, down to the 1,000th generation. You can no longer kill this people. God is watching you now because God is with you. And when God is with you, he's with all of us people. We know what the scriptures say. If you try to kill this people, then God will kill your offspring. So stop it, stop it, stop it. If you're planning death for us, guess what? Death has also been planned for you. But you can no longer kill this people. You can't even whip this people into shape. We won't take any more whippings, and we will not die lying down. We'll stand up with our boots on, and we will take control this Labor Day. So those working class that are out there, understand that your work and your labor is not in vain, that you do not work in vain, but you will prosper that which is intended. And God said his word was yea to us and not nay. So we have to remember that we have what we say. Let's be like Shunammite women, believing for things that we cannot see and speaking things into existence that are be not. Knowing that has the power to bequeath you with whatever you need. I told you, whatever you need is in the atmosphere. Reach out your hand and take it. Take it by force. Your deliverer is here today. And if you're looking for funds and money, reach out into the atmosphere. It's there for the taking because you have alchemy, because you have high frequency. You're not dying. You shall live and not die. There's 1,000 years that we're going to reign with the Negro Messiah. 1,000 years that we'll reign with him in perfect health and in perfect peace. And let's get together and understand that we're not fighting against our brothers and sisters. We speak with one voice and one version and one union. And we speak on that one voice and we work united together in a communal setting. For those of you who are out of line, you will die off if you do not become with the one voice. If you fight amongst your people, you will die off. You will not make it through that work with the Messiah. The Messiah is already here and he's going to come from among us. Stop looking in the sky for that Messiah Because I said, look at that there. He will be right among you, and you will not even know him. But he's here now on this plane. Let's get ready. As we get ready for this Labor Day, let us not labor in vain, but labor in love this time, embracing each other, because they said that we will know one another by the way we love each other. Let's love each other so they will know that we are the real Asiatic indigenous people. And as we come on one agreement and speaking with one voice, we will labor together in love. This Labor Day, as we come together, may there be no more shootings and killing of one another. And if those who have indicted us to plant things in our community to kill us, I say today that there'll be no more implanting of killing our brothers and our sisters. There'll be no more people bringing death in our community. I decree it and I rebuke it, and the Lord rebukes it. And the angels will go forth, and the ancestors will go forth to stop it. The ancestors are on the scene, and the gods are on the scene today. There will be no more of this hideous, indoctrinating, undermining of the black race. We shall live and not die. We shall live and not die. We shall live and be kings and queens once again and shall not die. Thank you for this opportunity to bring Harriet back in position to speak to you, not to silence you, but to remind you of who you are. You are a great people. You are descendants of kings and queens, from the Hatshepsuts to Queen Nzinga. You are the Madam C.J. Walkers. You are the Maya Angelos. You are the queens of the world. You are the kings of the world, the priestess, and be reminded of who you are. Learn your scriptures and know them well. Then you will have power. All power will be in your hand. All power. You will come out with great substance. And as we come out of this dimful world of the belly of the well, we will come out with great substance in our hand. And that doesn't mean limited amounts. We cannot sub anything. We will get over the grain house and we will master our gifts. And once more, we will tap into our medulla oblongatas, and our caustic records will be opened up for us to remember who we once were. And who we once were our ancestors. Our ancestors are here on the scene. Let them lead the way. Follow John Jacques Dessalines. Follow Bookman Dadi. Follow Toussaint Louverture. Because now they are on the scene and they are leading the caravan. They will appear and show up in every aspect of the city. And know that the Negro Messiah is on the scene. Don't be mistaken. And don't think that you're looking for a blonde